What is going on, everybody? I am Tech Geo, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how I went from $450 to $70,000 in 30 days. I just want to give you guys my journey and kind of how I did it. So let's get right into it. All right, so now I'm going to take you guys through my journey, kind of just go to where I started. Pretty much I was in the military. I joined the military right out of high school. If you guys know anything about the military, you do not get paid that much at all. I did the military for like 3.5 years, almost 4 years. And I just knew, like, at the end of my contract, so you literally sign a contract saying you're going to be doing this for the next 3 or 4 years. So I literally signed my name on a contract, and it wasn't to the NBA, it was literally to the military. I literally put my life on the line for the country. So I did that for 4 years, and towards the end of my contract, I just knew I didn't want to re-enlist. I just knew it wasn't for me to do long term for the rest of my life. I didn't want to do that 20 years and retire. So I decided to get out, and from there I was looking for different opportunities. Being that you are in the military, or being that I was in the military, I had different options and different resources at my disposal, and so I was able to use different programs and benefits. And so one of the main benefits is the GI Bill, and this actually covers your schooling and tuition. So I got out of the military thinking I was going to use the GI Bill to go get a degree in something, whatever it was, and so actually came across a video from Anthony O'Neill and Cyrus talking about the tech industry. So I got really excited, started doing a bunch of research, and I actually wanted to get into cybersecurity. So I was going to do a cybersecurity boot camp that was 6 months completely paid for from the military, and on top of that also get paid to go to that boot camp for software engineering. And in 6 months I would have a certificate and be able to get into software engineering for a company. And so I already got on the phone with the school and I already got approved in literally 7 days before I was going to start my software engineer boot camp. I literally canceled and made a last minute decision to get into tech sales. And so I got into tech sales. Well, like I said, I was watching that video with Anthony O'Neill and Cyrus. It was an interview that they did, and they started talking about tech sales and CourseCareers. And so I was like, what is all of this? And I saw that people were breaking into tech sales from CourseCareers in 30 days and 3 weeks and 2 months. Like I said, my school for the software engineer boot camp was 6 months. So if I can get a tech sales job in 30 days, I'd make 5 months of pay, instead of $800 to go to school. And so I literally made the last minute decision to get into tech sales, and I spent $450 on CourseCareers. This is how much the tech sales bootcamp cost, and literally in 30 days I landed a $70,000 job off of a $450 investment in 30 days. And it's been completely game changer as far as getting into a career path that has a very high starting salary and a very high growth potential to make 6 figures, even multiple 6 figures in your first 5 years. And it's been a complete game changer. And so if you want to check out CourseCareers and the tech sales bootcamp that I did, it's going to be linked down in the description down below. Make sure to use the discount code GEO50. It's going to save you $50 off CourseCareers, and it's going to help you get into the tech sales industry relatively quickly. All right, now after I discovered CourseCareers, I did the tech sales bootcamp and I finished it in 7 days. Now, after you got all the information, all the training, now it's time to start applying to jobs. And so now we're going to be talking about LinkedIn. So I started to get on LinkedIn. I started applying for jobs for a sales development representative, also a business development representative, which is the same position, just a different title. So I was doing all of those on LinkedIn job search. I filtered it by 24 hours, I filtered by United States, and I filtered it by remote only. This was the criteria I had for finding a job, because I didn't want to work in person. I didn't want to move to another state to work in person. I didn't want a hybrid position. I really wanted a fully remote position so I could work wherever I want in the world and just have that flexibility. And so I tracked all of my job applications on a Google spreadsheet. I was literally tracking the name of the company, the date I applied, the role I applied. I did that for every single company that I applied to, just to make sure I was tracking everything. And I did over 300 applications in under 4 days, literally I think 3 days, to land a job. Also, I was doing a lot of LinkedIn connecting. So I was searching up people who were in tech sales, like the VP of sales, the director of business development, the talent recruiters or talent acquisition people, the HR departments in these companies. I was starting to reach out. I was starting to make LinkedIn posts. I was really getting active on LinkedIn, which has been a completely game changer. And that's the only social media tool or job board platform that I used to actually land that tech sales position and get that $70,000 OTE or salary as a tech sales representative in 30 days. Now, like I said, I did a ton of job applications and I had about 6 to 8 different companies I was interviewing with. And these interviews aren't just one-stop interviews. You literally do one interview, then another one, and maybe even a fourth one, and then maybe some other stuff, as well. And so not all companies were like that, but it's definitely a multiple round of process. And so some of the companies I wasn't interested in actually declined the job offer. I got some job offers I wasn't even interested in. Then there were some jobs that I didn't make it to the final round interview. And so I narrowed it down to 2 companies, and I finally made that decision on which company I was going to go with. And I landed that company. They sent me the job offer and I accepted it. So literally spent $450 and turned that into a $70,000 job. And that's the best investment I ever made. I don't know where you can turn $450 into $70,000 and then eventually multiple 6 figures in, roughly a few years. So it's been a great investment. It's been life-changing. I work from home. I don't got to commute to work. There's so many different incentives that you get being a part of a tech company. And so it's been a complete game changer. And so if you're interested in, turning $450 into a $70,000 career to multiple 6 figures, I would definitely check out CourseCareers. This is a tech sales bootcamp that is completely self-paced. I did it in 7 days and then got a SDR or a tech sales job in 30 days. So if you're working full-time, you can do it part-time. If you don't have a job, you can do it full-time, kind of like how I was doing it. The link will be down in the description, the first link in description. Click the link down below to check out CourseCareers. Make sure to use the discount code GO50. It's actually going to save you $50 off. So definitely check out CourseCareers. This is how I spent that $450 and turn it into $70,000. I'm sure you could do the same, maybe even a better offer than what I got. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop it down below in the comment section, whether it be about tech sales, whether it be about CourseCareers, whatever you want, even a personal question. I'm just here to help you guys to break into tech sales. It's literally why I made this channel. So if you like this video, hit that like button and also click that subscribe button. We are trying to grow this channel and help more people. But without further ado, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.